Okay, so part two. The second experience I had as a cleaner when I was starting up, then I was coming from my daughter's place. It was very late. It ran during the NSAS stuff. So I was trekking, and it was around to 12 in the night. So a vehicle just parked by my side. Vroom. Hello, where are you going to? I said, home. He said, hop in. I said, no, I want to trek. He said, no, it's late and it's not safe. Yada, yada, yada. I'm like, okay. So I entered the vehicle. As soon as I entered the vehicle, the next thing he did is just drop his hand on my lap. Bam. I'm like, I'm so sorry, sir. Please, can you take your hands off my lap? He said, oh, so sorry. He said, Then the next thing he pulled over. He said, what about we having a quickie? I said, excuse me, a quickie. Then I used the opportunity to talk. I said, sir, my name is so and so. I am a cleaner. I can clean this. I can do that. I can do this. I started introducing myself. It now gave me one kind silly laughter, like, you, a cleaner. Bele. Don't that kind of, disgusting kind of smile. But okay. It's okay. Do you have an Instagram handle? I said, yes. He said, what's the name? I said, Dorados_cleaning_services. So he typed it. And there, he said, is this you? I said, yeah, that's me. Yeah, cleaner. So he didn't see me as what I told him that I am. And I say, I'm a writer. I can give you some job if you are truly a cleaner, but you don't even look like a cleaner. So I asked him, well, what do I look like to you? So he was not able to even express himself or say whatever thing that is building up in his head. It's okay, I can give you some job. So on Sunday one day, he called me, I have a job for you, because we exchange numbers now. I said, okay. So way back then, anytime I'm going out, I'm always mobile. I carry something like this. Everything that I needed as a cleaner is there. Then I will just carry, then I go to church with it. You understand? So from church, somebody can call me because I only go to work, my house, and church. That's my routine. So I was in the church on Sunday. Say I should call. So I now said, okay, fine. So it was my assistant pastor that drove me down to the place that day. So when I got there, it's okay now. So he showed me what I'm going to do for him, and that's okay, fine. I bill him 15,000. Say 15,000. Okay, I know. I'll pay you a day job, and then day job was like 2,000 to 5. Person will give you 3,000. I say you sabi the work. So he told me, I'm paying you 3,000 naira, and I be like 3,000 naira. Okay. This one won't carry me as normal cleaner. Okay, you know the reason? I just okay, fine. I will do the job. I need that 3,000 like tomorrow, like now, like ever. I need the money ASAP because I need to pay NEPA bill, and there's no hope anywhere. So I said, okay, I will do it. Me, I love cleaning. Now I go finish her. It gave me 2 rooms, one sitting room that has what's it called, labels on the this aluminum and everything, just for me to do only me one. So I was doing it, and I asked him, what are the things I'm going to use? He said they are bringing it, and they never brought anything. I was using my own ingredient, my own kit. Where are your stuff? Where is the soap? Where is this? He said they are bringing. They never bring anything till I finished. When I was about finished, say, yeah, sorry, please don't be annoyed. You help me with so. Because I love cleaning. The environment is so sweet and so beautiful. I'm enjoying this terrain. I've had the whole place. I was working. My mind was not on the 3,000 now. My mind was on, this is not supposed to be, let me do it this way. This is not supposed to be, let me do this way. That was what I was doing. You understand? To be continued.